Green is out. It is Neil Eisman from the front row taking the lead at the drop of the green. Leo Stadelman is second. Larry Marks in the 17 third. Bruce Takeosh in the 65 fourth. Kyle Lukon, who started last, has moved to fifth. It's still Neil Eisminger. Leo Stadelman getting a little high off of 4. He is second. Larry Marks in third. Marks now to the inside of Stadelman into turn number 1. Takeosh in the 65 car fourth. Kyle Lukon still fifth. A handful there. He almost spun the car, but he straightens it out. Wes Wheeler and Jimmy Arnold are next. Battle for second continues off of 4. Neil Eisminger's lead continues to grow. Second gets closer and closer each lap. Stadelman and Marks at the halfway mark. Takeosh is still fourth. Kyle Lukon fifth. Jimmy Arnold and Wes Wheeler. Jimmy Arnold trying to close on Kyle Lukon for fifth. That battle in 1 and 2. 2 laps to go this time by. It's been the Neil Eisminger show. The Lukon Rev Fab 0-4 in the fast lane. Leo Stadelman, who had a DNF on Saturday night, running second. But boy, no room for error there as Larry Marks continues to apply the pressure. White flag this time, 1 lap to go. From Washington, Neil Eisminger wins here in the Pure Stocks, Limited Lates, and Late Model divisions. Picks up that heat race win. Leo Stadelman second. Larry Marks third. Bruce Takeosh in the 65 fourth. And Kyle Lukon in the 84. Jimmy Arnold and Wes Wheeler are next. Coming at you off at turn number 4. Green is out. Ray Brown takes the lead into turn 1 from outside of row 1. Ryder in the 76 sideways. Jones in the 27 almost spun the car. He saves it. Tommy Schernhofer into the second spot. Ryder is third. Pete Reck a close fourth, and Mike Cecere fifth. They're all bunched together coming off of 4, except for the leader, Ray Brown. We got 4 cars battling behind. Schernhofer still second. Ryder in the 76 trying to hold on to third. He's got Cecere and Pete Reck hot on his tail. Cecere dives in on the inside in 3 and 4. Cecere third now. Ryder fourth. Pete Reck in the 9 car fifth and trying to take the 4th spot from the 76 of Jason Ryder. Ray Brown continues to pedal the mail out in front. Tommy Schernhofer in the 8 car second. Jason Ryder drops back to 5th. R76. Mike Cecere continues to pressure Tommy Schernhofer for 2nd. They're side by side in 3 and 4. Out in front, it's still Ray Brown. Two laps to go, 2 to go. Feed wreck of the 9 now, closing in on the 3rd place car of Mike Cecere. 1 lap remaining. The Frankfurt Flyer, Ray Brown, has been in charge from the get-go. Pete Wreck again closing on Cecere for 3rd down the back chute into turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag waving for Ray Brown. Tommy Schernhofer 2nd, Pete Wreck 3rd, Mike Cecere gets 4th. Jason Ryder in car 76 rounds out the top 5. Then Nick Jones and Scott Wilhelm will round out the field of finishers. The newcomer in car number 13. From Rayland, Ohio, and the DA Auto Auction, new Stanton Auto Body 54 of Chris Angelicchio from Greensburg. Off we go. Johnson into the lead. Geisler moves quickly to 2nd. Steffens is 3rd, Atala to 4th. In turn 4, Geisler to the inside of Johnson. Side by side for the lead coming off. It's still Mike in front, Lynn 2nd. Steffens 3rd, Atala 4th. And then the 99 of Miley. Miley to the inside, still 5th as he tried to pressure Atala. Atala, meantime, putting the heat on Steffens. Appolito closing on Miley. Johnson in front. Here comes Geisler again, closing the gap in turn number 4. 2 laps are down. Jimmy Steffens having a good run in the Phil Lucon 84. 3rd and trying to close in on the front 2. Pushes though in the middle of 3 and 4, and Atala closes back in. Tim Gold in the 2G trying to pass Rich Appolito for 6th. Gold in the 2G moving into 6th. Johnson continues to show the way. Mike had a real good run here 2 weeks ago Saturday. Finished 2nd in the feature that night. He's got that Masters built chassis humming so far this evening. Geisler back about 3 car lengths. Then it's Steffens and Atala. Miley, Appolito, and Gold. Davis, Rodriguez, and Angelicchio. Past the halfway mark. Johnson a little loose in the middle of 3 and 4, but he's back in the gas coming off. Meantime, Atala tries to duck under the 84 of Steffens for 3rd. Miley still 5th, Appolito 6th. Davis now up to 7th in the 7M. There goes Atala sliding underneath Jim Steffens for 3rd in car 02. Michael Davis now trying to run down Rich Appolito for 6th. Less than 3 to go. Mike Johnson, Lynn Geisler. It's been that way since the start. One more lap to go. Ben Miley to the inside of Jim Steffens. Race for fourth, side by side, coming off of turn 4. Steffens still fourth, but Miley digging on the inside of the racetrack. Steffens beats him into turn 2. Here they come to the checkered flag. Mike Johnson will get the win in the 2J. Lynn Geisler will finish second. Al Atala third. Jim Steffens fourth. Ben Miley fifth. Rich Appolito just edging Michael Davis for sixth. Bradish, Baker, and Benall. Not going to be a start. Scott Gunn is pointing to something on the racetrack. Scott Gunn is pointing to something on the racetrack, so the yellow is out. 35-lap feature ahead. Off of 4 they come. The green is out. Oh, this scramble is on. It'll be Miley leading down the back straightaway. Dave Wade digging on the bottom, trying to take second from Lou Bradish. The Danimal runs fourth. Here comes Baker on the low side in the 0, pushing up the racetrack. He'll slide into the 5th hole. Out in front, it's Jared Miley, Dave Wade second. Bradish third, Baker out of 4th, and they're 3 wide behind Baker. Dave Wade challenging Jared Miley for the lead. Miley like a rocket off the top side, has the Calusi Chevy H1 in the fast lane. Bradish third, Baker fourth, Farine out of 5th in the American Diecast 4. Baker closing on Bradish for third into turn number 3. Meantime, Miley's up a little higher, and here comes Dave Wade, showing his nose on the low side as they head into 1. Into 1 and 2. It's still Miley Wade. If you remember Topless Tuesday in June, Dave Wade flew to the front and then got caught up in a wreck in that 35-lapper. Mark Benall, who started last, trying to make his way up to 6th in the T8. Jared Miley up high, Dave Wade down low. Wheel to wheel, Yangling and Calusi. 5 down. Jared Miley still in front. Wade runs second. Bradish third. He separated himself now from the 0 of Baker. Running 5th is Faree. Scotty Gunn to the outside around Danny Rich into turns 1 and 2. Free your 5th place car with a bad push up in turn 4. Jared Miley 2.5 laps from the checkered flag in the Calusi Chevy H1. One lap to go. The Calusi Chevy H1 of Miley, the 76 of Wade, the Yangling car, then the H&M Trucking, Bill Kell Racing Engines 09 of Bradish, and the Farm Used Auto Parts Richard Construction 0 of Baker. Off of 4, the checkered flag will wave for Miley. Dave Wade second, Lou Bradish third, Steve Baker fourth. Ed Faree rounds out your top 5. Jared Miley in car H1 getting the win. 76, Dave Wade, second. Off the fourth turn come your WBGN TV Pure Stocks with Bill Robertson leading the pack. Top three cars in the point standings coming into tonight. Craig Kammaker in the 72-08. Tonight, Frankie Schneider behind the wheel, and the 1B of Bill Robertson, all in this heat race. Robertson in front, Kammaker a close second. Joe Anthony, who started last, has slipped to third in the 17. And it's Kachuba and Schneider. Kammaker, though, goes to the outside of Bill Robertson. Slick, wet, it doesn't seem to matter with the 72B. Craig, our defending Pure Stock champion, and has got a healthy points lead after getting that 6th win on Saturday. Bill Robertson second. Joe Anthony third. Nick Kachuba and Frankie Schneider are next. Coming to the halfway mark. Joe Anthony to the outside of Bill Robertson, and he pedals the 17 to second. Or does he? Bill Robertson back underneath him, and he's got the spot heading into turn one. Don Bowerly Jr. pitting in car 22. Lap and a half to go. White flag for Craig Kammaker. Joe Anthony second, Bill Robertson third, Nick Kachuba and Frankie Schneider are next. And that's the way they're going to finish. It's going to be Kammaker taking another win. Anthony second, Robertson third, Kachuba fourth. Frankie Schneider rounds out the field of finishers in the 0-8. Craig. Lincoln Welter Emont heats are coming up next. Green drops on the WBGN TV Pure Stocks. Schwartzmiller grabs the early lead in car 28. Charge and Charlie DiLoretto is second. Jake the Snake in the 68X into the third hole. Mitch Waddellette in the 20W is fourth. Charlie DiLoretto's Buick trying to take the lead away from that Schwartzmiller Chevy. Simmons in the 68X would like to dispose of both of them in his Lumina. Bob Schwartzmiller leading them to lap 3. 5 to go. DiLoretto trying to pull right in on behind the back tail of Bobby Schwartzmiller again. It's a little high off of 4. 3 laps to go. Charlie again, creeping closer and closer. One lap to go. Charlie DiLoretto trying to pass Bobby Schwartzmiller on the outside here on the final lap. The incredible Fines Consignment Store 11. That tries to shut the door. They're in the slide for life over in 3 and 4. Schwartzmiller trying to beat him back off the bottom. And it's going to be DiLoretto by a nose. Schwartzmiller second, Simmons third. Vince Kamaker fourth and Mitch Waddle at fifth. Then comes the 86 of Russ Volpani. Block 5 from Pittsburgh, Joel Johns. Green is out. Kevin Miller grabs the early lead. He is second in the point standings to Wayne Tessine. It's the way they'll run off of 4. Miller first, Tessine second. Chris Bassage third. J.E. Stalter fourth into turn number 1. Tessine up a little high. Denny Nakuda slaps the wall in the 48. And shifted the rear end. As you can, he's got a right front flat, and it knocked the rear end cockeyed as well. He's got problems. He's headed pits side. Kevin Miller, Mr. Inside, is your leader. Wayne Tessine preferring the outside lane at least right now, but here he'll come dive into the inside in turn 4. Chris Bassage third, J.E. Stalter fourth, Mike Bassage fifth. Miller still in front, but maybe not for long. Here comes Wayne Tessine on the outside into the lead. Miller trying to get back alongside in turn 4. Four laps down, 4 to go. We're halfway. Tessine has a handful up in 4. He's still got the momentum in the lead. 2 laps to go, 2 to go. Kevin Miller trying to reel in race leader Wayne Tessine. Miller had to lead the first couple of laps. 1 more remaining. Chris Bassage 3rd, J.E. Stalter 4th, Mike Bassage 5th. Miller within a car length in turn 2. Spinning. Checkered flag is out for Wayne Tessine. Caution is now out. Caution out for the 48 of David Mercer, but not until after your leaders had taken the checkered. Wayne Tessine gets the win in car 10. 4M Kevin Miller second. Then the 71C of Chris Bassage, the 17 of J.E. Salter, and the 71M of Mike Bassage. Other prizes as well. AAA bike races for the kids. Regular racing on the Speedway Friday night at the Drome. Green is waving, and your Lincoln Welter E-Mods head down into turn number 1. Kerry Gasser slides the okie dokie up in there, but it's the outside line. Daryl Charlier, your leader. Jimmy Plant second. Dale Charlier in the 11 trying to get by Kerry now for 3rd. Kerry, meantime, to the inside of Jimmy Plants for 2nd. And here comes Charlier and Tom Martinek making it 3 wide off of 4. And we got a wreck at the back of the pack. Stas Shadowski in the 74 and Nick Kramer in the 18. The Charliers bring the field to green. Son Darrell from the pole has the lead into turns 1 and 2. And we've got Stas Shadowski looking for the strikeout pitch in turn 2. His 2nd caution. He keeps it going. He keeps it going. The green stays out. Charlier, Gasser 3rd, Martinek 4th. Sean Dumhoff is 5th. Three laps are down. Dale will have to start 12th in tonight's feature if he finishes in the top 6 in his heat, because it was win on Saturday. So there's no real reason for him to go out there and beat his son. But sure, when you're sitting there behind your son, you'd like nothing more than pass him. Halfway, 4 to go. Stas Shadowski is going to pit anyway in car 74. The Stas's Auto Care Center entry is pit side. Daryl Charlier driving off now in car 12. His father Dale 2nd, Kerry Gasser still 3rd, Tom Martinek 4th, then the 13 of Sean Dumhoff. White flag waving. The final lap. It's a straightaway advantage for Daryl Charlier's Boza Communications, WJ Beitler, and Warehousing and Trucking 12. From down the road in Midway, he'll pick up our 2nd heat race win for your Lincoln Welter E-Mods. Dale Charlier second, Kerry Gasser third, Tom Martinek fourth, and Sean Dumhoff is fifth. On the gas we go. Green is waving. Looks like the Parkway when I was driving out here this afternoon. Let's go for 4 wide. Oh, I knew it wasn't going to work. The slide for life. Rick Gorsuch keeps it going. So does Darren Ferguson. We got the caution out. Premature cautionation. I'll put Mike Johnson and Red Miley on the front row for tonight's topless Tuesday 35 lap spectacular. Green is out. Davey Lee into the lead. Adam Cheadle second. Todd Evans in the 5-star third. Robbie Torrens in the 22 is fourth right now, and Eric Goldberg in the 714 follows him to fifth. Torrens now edging ahead of Todd Evans for third, and Goldberg goes all the way to the bottom to try to pass both in the 714. Adam Cheadle on the 125 trying to work underneath the 96 of Davey Lee. Torrens by himself in third, Goldberg fourth, Travis Gatton, the 25 car, trying to break into the top 5. I didn't see it. I just heard him laughing and looking. Halfway. Two laps to go. No. Adam Cheadle continues to hound Davey Lee. Final lap. Eric Goldberg trying to put a little pressure to the 22 of Robbie Torrens as well. Checkered flag for Davey Lee. Adam Cheadle second. Robbie Torrens third. Eric Goldberg fourth. And Todd Evans fifth. They are better this time. Looking good. Let's go racing. Danny Hunkley throws the green flag, and we're off. 5 laps for the Young Guns. Let's go 3 wide into the first turn. Go ahead, Sarah. Put a little charge in them there. Dusty's got the lead down the back chute. Then it's Rich Mason and Sarah Schramm. All 3 running about the same speed. Two laps down. laps to go. Dusty trying to get his 5th. Danny Hunkley waving the white flag. This is it. All right, the checkered flag, his 5th, Dusty Curry. Out of the car, Dusty Curry getting the young gun win tonight. His 5th. All right. No socks. You're all right. Got no socks. Now, you did a great job once the green came out. You guys were a little excited at first, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. My dad just said go fast and if he couldn't keep up. So.
Typical. You don't listen to your dad. Don't listen to your dad. Anyway, congratulations. The car looked really good.
Yeah, in the hot laps, the wheel felt a little loose, but we tightened it up. Everything's good to go now.
You better check with your pit crew. Who's in charge of tightening the lug nuts?
My dad.
Your dad. I told you, you can't trust your dad. Congratulations. People you want to thank.
Oh, my dad worked on my car, Mr. Wolf. Like my mom, she helped out everyone.
Do you do any work on the car?
Yeah, some.
Some. You got your chores done this week, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
All right, Dusty Curry, folks, your winner for the 5th time in the Young Guns. Coming off of turn number 4. Green is out, and your Advanced Auto Parts great late models roll into turns 1 and 2. Cecere grabs the early lead. Contact on the back chute between the 8 and 65. They continue on. Cecere in front. Pete Recht is 2nd. Kyle Luke on 3rd. Larry Marks is 4th at the 17, and then the 8 of Tommy Schoenhofer. Schoenhofer to the outside of Marks for 4th, and now challenging the 84 of Kyle Lucan for 3rd. In front, it's Mike Cecere. Pete Recht is 2nd. Lucan and Schoenhofer continue their side-by-side battle for 3rd. Larry Marks in the 17 trying to make it 3 wide. He's your 5th place car. Healthy lead in the early going for Mike Cecere and Pete Recht. Uh-oh, Kyle Lucan out of shape here off of 4. He gathers it up. Larry Marks able to drive by him going into 1 on the inside of the 17. Lucan, though, gets right back around him off the outside down the back straightaway. Neil Eisminger now in the 04 moving to 6th. Tommy Schoenhofer closing back in on Larry Marks for 4th. Leo Stadelman close to the wall, losing a spot in the 21 car. 5 down, 15 to go. Ooh, Jason Ryder, the 76, out of shape off of 4. Your points leader, stacked back in the pack so far here tonight. They're 3 wide behind him. Stadelman, Arnold, and Nick Jones. Nick Jones and Jimmy Arnold both around the 21 of Leo Stadelman. Mike Cecere and Pete Reck continue to show the way, and Cecere's lead has grown over Reck. A dozen laps remaining, 12 to go. Neil Eisminger trying to pass the 08 of Tommy Schernhofer for 5th. Eisminger now around Schernhofer in turn 4 and makes the pass for 5th. Ray Brown trying to squeeze to the outside of Bruce Takash in the 65. Eases up as the door was about to be shut. Traffic ahead for the race leader, Mike Cecere, halfway. 10 laps to go. The Leschak Automotive Army's transmissions 35 and the McGurvey Electric Lick Fire Equipment 9 ahead of the field. That's the Culver's Collision. Lucon Repfab, Ola Tower View 84, the Larry's Auto Poste Trucking 17 of Larry Marks. 5th, the Phil Lucon Repfab 04 of Neil Eisminger. Scott Wilhelm goes a lap down to race leader Mike Cecere, and now Pete Reck around him as well. Mike Cecere trying to match Jason Ryder as a 4-time winner this year. And makes up some ground in the point standings, dropping to 3rd after Saturday night. Six laps from the checkered flag. Neil Eisminger in the 04 now, not far behind the 4th place car of Larry Marks, just a car length or 2. Closing in ever so slightly. 5 laps to the checkered flag. Kyle Luke on your 3rd place car, sideways, coming off of 4. He holds on to it. He's still 3rd. And Stadelman, the 21, spins in front of your leaders. Caution is out. Leo Stadelman in car 21 brings out the caution. Any lap cars, and I think the 13 car, Scott Wilhelm, is the only lap car. He'll have to go to the back of the field. Green is out. Pete Reck chasing Mike Cecere into 1 and 2. Kyle Lucon still 3rd, Larry Marks 4th, Neil Eisminger 5th, Bruce Takash in the 65 challenging the in of Tommy Schernhofer for 6th. Larry Marks and Neil Eisminger both now putting the heat on Kyle Lucon. Marks makes the pass for 3rd, dropping Cal to 4th. Eisminger trying to get by his teammate as well. 3 to go. Takash, Ray Brown, Tommy Schernhofer, and Jason Ryder are next, then Nick Jones. Ray Brown to the outside of Bruce Takash, moving to 6th. 2 to go. Neil Eisminger is now 4th. Well, Mike Cecere has led all the way. They started, he and Pete Reck, second and fourth, and they have been 1 and 2 for 19 laps. Larry Marks third. Neil Eisminger fourth. Kyle Lucan fifth. Pressured now by the 43 of Ray Brown. It'll be his fourth win of 2006. The Leschak Automotive Army's Transmissions 35 of Mike Cecere. Pete Reck second. Larry Marks third. Fourth, Neil Eisminger and Kyle Lucan will get fifth. Here he comes out of the car, your Advanced Auto Parts Crate Late Model winner, Mike Cecere. Well, I'm going to ask you, did you make a lot of changes from the heat to the feature, or did the track change that much?
Well, I thought I was going to really hit it good. Hot laps. Seems like my car, when you take the roof off, it really freed it up. It was a little more skatey with the back end, waiting for it to recover. So I went in, I tightened my car up, and I went out and started out in the heat. It was real strong. It felt good, and then it started really fading. I was just holding on. Pete got me there at the end. I come in, and right before we went out for feature, I started saying my right rear tire was going flat. So then I was a little lost at what to do with it and how far to go. So I freed it up, and I just figured if I can get a good start there, I can run the high side and just let it flow through the turns and hopefully bring it home without somebody putting it in my quarter pedal again.
Any worries at the end with the caution?
No, I felt that I didn't think there was much on the bottom. I don't know if anybody was really running the bottom fast. I felt that if I stayed in that line, the 09 car was behind me, and that's where he likes to run. I figured if I stayed up there and stayed fat, that he'd have a hard time getting by me. My car was running real hot, so I wasn't really pushing hard going down the straightaways into the turns as far as I usually did, and that probably helped me settle down a little bit on a slicker track.
People you want to thank?
I got to thank Brockers Machine Shop. That's where we race out of. He helps me out there and storing the car. Mike Leschak at Leschak Automotive. Army's Transmissions. He's on the front of the car. He helps me out a little bit there. The 09 car, he's helped me out. He's on the right rear quarter panel. Pete Reck at Stewart Equipment. My aunt, my mom, my grandmother's here. Matt Miley, all the Mileys that helped me out on the car. I mean, from Saturday night we thrashed a little bit last night, get the car together, and made it back out with some patches.
All right, folks, Mike Cecere gets his fourth in the Advanced Auto Parts Crate Late Models, and he'll pick the winning 50-50 number. To win, Mike Johnson, Jared Miley into turn 4. Here they come. Not going to be a start. Caution is out. Caution is out. Clearing their motors. Here they come into turn number 4. On the accelerator this time, the green is out. Mike Johnson will take the lead as they race down into turn number 1. Miley, though, slides up alongside. Geisler underneath Miley down the back straightaway. Wade runs 4th. We got a car into the wall in the back straightaway. It's the 99 of Ben Miley. The Calusi Chevy 99 of Ben Miley, and it looks like a pretty hard hit, although he's backing the car down. Obviously, it backed into the wall. The whole rear of that car shoved in. Ben's from the old school. As long as it'll keep running, we'll drive it into the pits. These are going to come back out. They're going to be minus. Usually you see cars, a lot of times cars race without the front end on the car or the body. This one may not have anything on the back of it. Looking better this time. Green is out, and here we go. Jared Miley will have the upper hand in the Calusi Chevy H1. Johnson is second. Geisler and Wade battle for third down the back chute. Bradish moves to 5th. 3 wide behind Lou. Wade goes way high, and here comes Bradish and Baker around him. Geisler up tall in turns 1 and 2, and Bradish and Baker go by him. Geisler with a run on the back chute underneath Baker in the battle for fourth. Red Miley in front. Mike Johnson is second. Johnson trying to take the lead down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Still Red Miley by a car length off at 2. Opens it up another car length into 3. Bradish third, Baker fourth, Geisler fifth. Ferree and Wade battle for sixth. Then it's Atala, Apolito, Steffens, and Davis. Four laps in. Johnson again shows his nose, but Jared is still your leader. Steve Baker closing on Lou Bradish down the back straightaway. Geisler slows for a minute, now getting back up to speed. He's dropped back several car lengths. Geisler's got a problem. He may have a tire going down. He hits the wall in turn 3. Geisler going to come to a stop in turn 4. Caution is out. Like a tire may be flat. I think it was flat before he ever got to the third turn and got the wall. Looked like it started to go coming off the second turn. The Cochran Automotive 1C. The right rear is flat. Red Miley will have the choice of taking the inside or the outside for the restart. Here they come into turn number 4 on the accelerator, and the green is out. Baker drops to the inside of Bradish down the back chute into turn number 3. The battle for third. Miley in front, Johnson second, coming off of 4. Baker and Bradish continue their duel, and it's Ferree, Wade, and Atala going at it hot and heavy. Miley by 2 car lengths over Johnson. Atala trying to take 5th away from the 4 of Ed Ferree. Ferree and Atala. Atala and Ferree lap after lap. Keep swapping that spot. $11 laps to go. Bradish trying to run down the front 2. It's a scorer's nightmare the way those two are running, Ferree and Atala. Ferree slides up in front of Al in turn 2. Atala trying to get back under him off the second turn. Ferree will have 5th as they race into 3, and Bradish is closing in on the front 2 cars. Michael Davis now around the 76 of Dave Wade, moving up into 7th. Mark Banal heading to the pits in car T8. Mark Banal off the pace in car T8 and headed for the pits on the back chute. Johnson is back within a car length of the leader. 15, this will be lap 16. We're getting close to halfway. Johnson to the inside. They're side by side for the lead in turn 4. Miley in front by a car length. The Calusi Chevy, Brocker's Machine H1, and the Chem Oil Morgan Excavating 2J continue their duel down the back chute with Bradish third and Baker fourth. Into turn 4 again. Miley now by 3 car lengths. 18 laps remaining, halfway the next time by. Jared's opened it up again by another car length or 2. Traffic will play a role here in the not too distant future. Halfway home. Jared Miley's lead has actually grown considerably in the last 2 laps. Off the pace, the 2G of Tim Gold. Blue smoke from behind the 2G. Headed to the pits. Bradish and Baker trying to run down the front 2. Faree 5th, Detala 6th, Davis is 7th, Wade is 8th, Apolito 9th, Tony Mussolino is 10th. There's some good racing going on just ahead of your leaders. Drivers racing for position. Lou Bradish sits there in 3rd. Remember the last Topless Tuesday, the second half of the race is when he made his move through traffic. Geisler is off the pace. The Cochran Automotive car headed back into the pits. Almost 3 wide here off of 4, just a half a straightaway ahead of the leaders. Keith Rodriguez about to be lapped in car 29R. Jared Miley, Mike Johnson, and Lou Bradish down the back chute. Miley trying to get his first Pennsylvania Motor Speedway feature win, late model feature win. He will dive to the inside of Keith Rodriguez into 1 and 2. Bradish has closed in on Johnson for 2nd. That may have helped the leader. Rodriguez gets out of the way in the middle of 3 and 4. Miley gets by. The lead grows with 10 to go. Second now, Bradish again shows his nose to Mike Johnson. Scott Gunn just ahead of the leader as they head into 3. He goes outside. Miley goes to the inside. Again, Jared's lead stays the same. Gunn is slowing down. Scott Gunn slowing down in the 14G. Caution is out. He's got a flat right rear tire. Flat right rear tire for Scott Gunn. Single file for the restart. And any lap cars, the 29R of Keith Rodriguez will have to go to the back of the field. Here they come. Good restart for the H1. Jared's got the lead, and it grows down the back straightaway. Going to be tough to catch. Johnson second, Bradish third. Something just came off of one of the cars there on the front straightaway. I don't know what it was, a piece of plastic or something. Michael Davis has moved up to 6th in the 7M. Caution is down. We've got debris on the front straightaway. It flew off, I'm not sure, one of these front 4 or 5 cars. Another restart. 7 laps to go. I think it's Michael Davis's. That's whose it is. It's the right rear spoiler, side of the spoiler, the 7M of Michael Davis. Awatala slowing down. 0-2 slows down. Dave Wade runs right smack into him. Caution is out. Tala had been slowing down. Wade apparently did not see it. The Youngling 76 is turned around on the back straightaway. Still 7 laps to go. Another good restart for Jared Miley. Mike Johnson staying in tow this time as they head into 1. Ferree and Davis battling for that inside rail in that race for 5th. Johnson nipping at the heels of the race leader again. Baker's turned up the wick on Bradish for 3rd. Miley by just a car length, and now Baker around Bradish for 3rd. West Virginia Rim Rider's gone top shelf. Mike Johnson pestering Johnson again on the inside, or Miley on the inside with 5 to go. Look at Stevie Baker closing ground in a hurry. Miley looks to be really loose in the middle of the turn. 4 laps to go. Right there is where Baker picks it up, coming off at 2. Three more laps. Good race for 5th. Ferree and Davis having a heck of a duel. Baker up even higher than before. Has lost ground to the leaders. 2 to go, and Miley's lead has grown again. Michael Davis slides in front of Ed Ferree. Ferree trying to pass Davis back as they head into turn 3. Wheel to wheel for 5th. Contact between them. Ferree goes around, and Tony Mussolino had nowhere to go. Caution was out. Caution was out. Caution is out. Caution is out. Caution is out. Davis 5th. Off a turn 4. The green is out. Three wide for 3rd. Out in front, it's still Miley, Johnson, Baker, Bradish, and Davis coming at you into turn number 4. White flag is waving by Johnson, trying to put the pressure on, slides into the bottom of turns 1 and 2, almost even up as they exit the turn. It's Miley still front, he pushes just a bit. Here comes Johnson, and now here comes Baker. Johnson drives in on the bottom. Miley trying to protect the inside. They're wheel-to-wheel coming off of 4. Jared Miley wins it. Steve Baker second. Mike Johnson third. His first late model win at Pittsburgh after getting his first career late model win earlier this year at the Lernerville Speedway. Certainly had to earn it. Good pressure at the end for, well, all race long for Mike Johnson and then Steve Baker. All right, his first win. How about a nice hand, folks, for Jared Miley. Topless Tuesday has had a knack for bringing new faces to the winner's circle here at Pittsburgh in the late model division. Jimmy Zarin comes to mind a few years back. Tonight it's Jared's turn. I guess you should have begged me for an interview before the races a long time ago.
Yeah, I think it gave us some good luck tonight. I had to work hard for it at the end, all them cautions, and then Stevie was getting close.
And Mike, and yeah, I don't know if you had a mirror, you might have been scared. They were sort of ganging up on you there at the end.
Yeah, my car was getting real tight, and I was breaking it loose off because I was getting low on fuel, so that definitely ended part of it.
It's probably one you wish was 25 instead of 35.
Yeah.
Were you worried at all? I mean, did the cautions at the end really scare you?
I knew my car was pretty good. I could really go in the restarts. It's just that in the middle of the corners, I was getting real tight no matter how hard I went in, no matter how hard I set the car. I was just getting tighter and tighter. But it worked out.
People you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my dad, Jerry, my brother, Matt, my uncle, Matt, Mike's this year. They all help in the car, Lori, Nelson, and my whole family for their support.
All right, folks, Jared Miley gets his first late model win at Pittsburgh. Than the 86 of Russ Volpani and the 22 of Don Bowerly Jr. 15 laps. And the green is out. Fast Frankie Snyder takes the lead at the drop of the green. Nick Kachub in the 10 moving to second. Bill Robertson in the 1B trying to get third. Down low is Mitch Waterlet in the 20, and in the middle, the 17 of Joe Anthony. And that scramble for third, fourth, and fifth. Joe Anthony fourth and Jake Simmons fifth. Frankie Snyder and the Jeff Bronaszewski Taylor's Auto Body Tomai Towing. Bellevue True Value 08 opening up a little bit of a lead here. Craig Kamiker moving into the 6th spot in the 72B. Kachuba still second. Joe Anthony to the outside of Bill Robertson moving to third. Anthony gives Nick a little scoot to help him down the back chute. Bill Robertson motors back to the inside. They're wheel to wheel for the 3rd spot. Meantime, Fast Frankie's got the 08 humming. Jake the Snake moves the 68X to 4th. Kamiker trying to swing by Bill Robertson on the outside for 5th. 10 laps to go. Joe Anthony into 2nd now in car 17. The Speed Pro Larry's Auto centerline collision car. Bill Robertson trying to get back by Simmons for fourth. Joe Anthony trying to close the gap on your leader, Frankie Schneider. 3 wide now for fourth, fifth, and sixth. Kachuba still third, but they're closing in behind him. Bill Robertson, Jake Simmons side by side now with Kamaker still right behind them. Craig dives to the bottom side in 1 and 2, trying to make it 3 wide again. Joe Anthony picks up about another car length here on Frankie Schneider. Bill Robertson all of a sudden now trying to move the NJ and Associates, excuse me, Imperial Tire and Automotive 1B to third, and does. He's got the Caprice running. Jake Simmons trying to work by Nick Kachuba for fourth. Craig Kamaker right behind him. Schneider's lead down to about 4 car lengths. Six to go. Craig Kamaker now to the inside of Jake Simmons. And moving up to fourth. Five laps to go, 5 to go. Frankie Schneider has been your leader from the start. Joe Anthony now within 3 car lengths of Schneider. Robertson third, Kamaker fourth. Kachuba fifth, and Jake Simmons and Bob Schwartzmiller has closed in on that 2. Joe Anthony now just 2 car lengths behind, make it 3 again as they head into turn number 3. Able to pick it up in the middle part of the turn. It's pulled right on the tail end of Schneider. 3 laps from the checkered flag. Look at this scramble. Jake Simmons, Bob Schwartzmiller, and Nick Kachuba racing very hard for the 5th spot. Joe Anthony has pulled along, almost trying to get alongside of Schneider out on the front straightaway. The lead is just a car length with 2 to go. Well, the last one went to the wire. Will this one be the same? Anthony goes to the outside. Now he tries to dive to the inside of Schneider on the back chute. Here we go, side by side for the lead with Don Bowerly about to be lapped to the 22. In turn 4, Joe Anthony is your new leader, taking the white flag. Joe trying to get his 2nd win of the year. Bill Robertson is closing quickly on the front 2 and 3rd. Kamaker 4th, Bob Schwartzmiller 5th. Here they come to the checkered flag. Joe Anthony, who started in the 8th spot, will get the win. Schneider 2nd, Robertson 3rd, Kamaker 4th, and Schwartzmiller 5th. Eighth spot to get the win there near the finish. Joe Anthony. Joe, I know it's fun to win no matter where you start, but when you start mid-pack like that and pick them off one by one, that's got to make it even funner, I would think.
Yeah, that was just awesome. That's once in a while we get lucky with the car, and it just works good like that, you know.
It's been pretty good all year. I mean, you've had a few nights maybe where the luck hasn't gone your way, but it's been a pretty consistent year.
Yeah, well, for the most part, I got a little better, and the team got better with me, and we all communicate a lot better now, so it works out.
You're really, Frankie was out there going, and then you caught him, and you have to, I guess, make that decision. And you went high, and then you dove low, and it just looked like the car really would work wherever you put it.
Yeah, I knew Frankie was going to try to stay in the middle, but he's a good racer, so you always have a problem getting around him, you know. So I kind of I worked at it pretty good there, you know.
People you want to thank?
I got to thank Larry's Auto, Pep Boys, that's a new sponsor this year, my whole crew. Jimmy's not here tonight. Ray, Mark, Ryan, Fat Kid, Larry Marks. He's one of the main people that got me started in this, so I owe a lot of this to him. I'd like to thank my wife, too, for dealing with this.
I'm glad you got that in there, Joe. Good job. Joe Anthony, your winner of the WBGN TV Pure Stocks. This year, we'll see what happens tonight. Off we go. Sean Dumhoff from the pole takes the lead at the drop of the green. Daryl Charlier moving like a shark on the outside. He's up to 5th. Meantime, Kevin Miller trying to squeeze to the very bottom in the 4M, and whoa, Chris Bassich in the 71Cs into the guardrail on the inside of turn 4. Caution out for the 71C of Chris Bassich. For a win, and Jacob Hawkins a win. We've had a lot of winners, and Dale Charlier, of course. Into 1. The 17 J.E. Stalter with a problem on the start. He will cross the racetrack and head to the pits. Mike Bassich has the lead off of turn 4, but Sean Dumhoff is trying to take it back. It's Bassich in front, Dumhoff second, little bit of contact there. Kevin Miller sliding into 3rd and now challenging for 2nd. Martinek is 4th, Daryl Charlier 5th, Kerry Gasser 6th, Dale Charlier is 7th, Wayne Tessine 8th, and almost lost it on the back chute as he tried to avoid the 11 of Dale Charlier. Daryl Charlier now trying to dive underneath the 65 of Tom Martinek into 4th. Mike Bassich still your leader, but boy, Sean Dumhoff and Kevin Miller chasing him all around the racetrack. And then you got this battle of Tom Martinek and Daryl Charlier. Side by side off of 4 again. Whoa, contact again. Or maybe they're not contact, but it sure appears like it when they get to the flag stand. Somebody has pitted. Dale Charlier, Saturday night's winner, into the pits. Here comes Kevin Miller trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. We still got 10 laps to go. Bassich off at 2 now. Opening it up. I'm sorry, 6 laps down, 9 to go. Miller trying to pass Sean Dumhoff for 2nd. Caution is out. Oh, I see Chris Bassich. 2nd caution for Chris. 3 and you're out in the feature events. Brother Mike is the leader. Off of 4, the green is out. Here they come. Look at Daryl Charlier scooting to the outside. Oh, man. That's you just close your eyes and pray to the gods of the high side that it's going to work out. And we may have a new leader coming off of 4. No, we don't. It's Bassett, Charlier, Miller, Tessine is up to 4th. Domhoff, who was 2nd, is now 5th. I'm telling you, you can't beat this Lincoln Welder E-Mod Racing. Daryl Charlier now has the lead. Into 3. Tessine is up to 3rd. Here comes Domhoff. Off of 4. Tessine down on the low rail. Bassett in the middle, and Charlier right there as well, your leader. Bassett 2nd. Tessine 3rd. Bassett dives to the inside of Charlier into 1 and 2, side by side. Daryl wins the race coming off. Domhoff now back into 3rd. 3 wide for 2nd, folks. 3 wide in turn 4. Meantime, Daryl Charlier is loving that. Charlier is trying to sweep the rest of the season. Daryl won 2 weeks ago Saturday. His dad Dale won last Saturday. Daryl may be the man here tonight. 5 to go this time by. The W.J. Beitler Warehousing and Trucking, Boza Communications 12. Extending the lead. Mike Bassett 2nd. Wayne Tessine down on the bottom side 3rd, but here comes to the outside Sean Domhoff. Somebody's got a flat tire out there. It will be the 48 of David Mercer. Crossing the racetrack, headed to the pits. Tessine being scored in 3rd. Domhoff 4th. Now Tessine all the way into 2nd, but can he hold it? Off at 2. Here comes Mike Bassett back on the outside. Domhoff hits the wall into 13. He drops back to 5th, 6th. He's going to go back further. He's got a flat tire. Sean Domhoff got that wall off the 2nd turn. Caution is out. Caution is out. Loves that top groove in 1 and 2. His dad Dale runs pretty well up there as well. Green is out. They're going to go for it on the inside. Mike Bassett and Wayne Tessine trying to work under Charlier. Bassett will be a little ahead of him, but can't maintain it off of the 2nd turn. And now Tessine trying to get by Bassett for 2nd. Kevin Miller looks like somebody trailing some blue smoke, I thought, up near the front. We'll see. Maybe not. 3 to go. Tessine now down low side of Mike Bassett, but hard to keep your momentum down off that low groove coming off of the 2nd turn. Charlier right in the middle through 3 and 4. Ooh, little contact coming off of 4 for 2nd. 2 to go. Into the pits of the 48. Denny Nakutis in the black 48 has pitted. Some breathing room here in the first 3 spots. 1 lap to go. Somebody up against the wall. That would be the 2M of Herm Myers. Still racing. This will be his 3rd win of the year, which I believe will be a career high. He had 2 wins a year ago. Off at turn number 4, midways, Daryl Charlier continues the Charlier string of wins. Mike Bassett 2nd, Wayne Tessine 3rd, Kevin Miller 4th, and Tom Martinek 5th. All right, how about a nice hand, folks? Daryl Charlier, I believe a career high for him with 3 wins in 1 season. The Midway Missile. Is that it? Is that the name?
For this month? Yeah.
I like that. Midway Missile. I have to remember that. I was just telling the fans, I don't know, you and your dad are going to sort of keep a lock on this victory lane. This is 3 races in a row the Charliers have been out here. Kind of like that, don't you?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's first time we've ever done that, so we're real happy about that.
Just racing in this division again tonight, typical. Bottom, top, middle, it doesn't matter, but you were 4th or 5th there, and all of a sudden, you just took off.
Yeah, there's enough of room for me to squeeze by coming out of 2, so take up every opportunity that you can.
And when you get there, you can't make any mistakes because you know they're coming behind you.
Oh, yeah, you got to be flawless.
People you want to thank.
I'd like to thank Tri-State Motorsports, WJ Breitler Trucking, Totally Tropical Tanning, Boza Communications, Stewart Dirt Freak Products, and Brian's Decals and Napa.
All right, the Midway Missile wins his 3rd of the year, Daryl Charlier. Travis Gatton, the rookie, has the early lead. $7:14 Eric Goldberg challenging for the top spot as they race into turn number 4, the final race of Topless Tuesday. Adam Scheidel on the 125 third. Robbie Torrance, Rick Gorsuch, and Davey Lee are not far behind Robbie. The ML Waddle at Landscaping, 25. Uh-oh, the 125 has lost to Will. The Suburban Dry Cleaners 125 of Adam Scheidel. Good job, Adam. He woes it down and gets it into the pits. The Will also went into the pits. The Will is trained well. And we're back racing. Uh-oh, Eric Goldberg took the lead on the restart. Davey Lee trying to squeeze by for second. I think that track must be getting wider back there because it looks like they keep pushing the wall out further and further. Now Davey's got his sights on the 714. Davey Lee tried to take the lead away from Eric Goldberg. Robbie Torrance third. Davey Lee is nosing ahead. Eric Goldberg second, Robbie Torrance third, and Travis Gatton next, then Rick Gorsuch. Eric Goldberg trying to get the lead back from Davey Lee. That doesn't happen much. Had the lead, lost the lead. Who's going to lead this lap? Oh, I don't know. I know I wouldn't want to have to decide. Davey Lee's leading in turn 2. Two laps to go. 3, excuse me. 9 laps are down. Sherry Styling, L&M Deli, Bachman Builders, Erasers Go-Kart Park entry, your leader. We got a spinner here in turn 4. It's the newcomer. Caution is out for Derek Stefanik. 3 laps to go. Here they come. Davey Lee. Trying to get his 4th win of the year. Todd Evans pitting in the 5-star. Tell you what, Derek Stefanik in the 44 may get himself a top 5 run here in his first race. The final lap, and look at him go. Sherry Styling, L&M Deli, Bachman Builders, Erasers Go-Kart Park 96. It is his 4th win, Davey Lee. Wasting any time. Davey Lee gets the win. How you doing, buddy? Did you get a free haircut when you win?
Yes, I do.
Is that right?
Wow.
That's why it's always looking so sharp.
Yeah, the hair looks good. I'm sorry about my car. Totally destroyed everybody up there because all my spare parts are on this car since about week 8. And so they're getting dinged up and arm's getting tired of beating on this thing, so it's a little beat up, but
still fast.
Still runs good, so that's what counts.
Well, you had the lead, and Eric tried to get it back from you.
Well, he raced a really good race there. We had a couple laps side by side. We've had, sometimes we bumped each other a few times, but this was a really good, clean race, and it was a lot of fun.
All right, are you really going to sing the national anthem Saturday night?
Yeah, yes, I want to.
Well, I ought to bring them all back out because I want to hear it myself.
Oh yeah, I can maybe sing that one. I don't know.
Well, you got to be confident now.
Confident. I did some music playing back in the day, and for about 15, 20 years.
Oh, yeah, rock band?
Rock band, country band, just
Davey Lee and the Cowboys.
Yeah, and the Two-Tones, yeah.
All right, folks. Davey Lee gets the win in the amateur stocks. Be here Saturday when he sings the national anthem. Folks, we thank you for coming out. We hope you enjoyed Topless Tuesday. Take your time exiting the Speedway and have a safe trip home. Enjoy the rest of this week, and we look forward to seeing you Saturday.